Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me, and of course, Brandon Wenzel, come back at you, another offering of my Sampler Platter. Sampler Platter, folks, series videos I've been doing for a little while now, where I go over there, I try out different food and drink items, I consume the things, then I go over there and I use the consumption of the things to form an opinion based off the taste buds, which are interpreted by the electrical signals in the brain, and then I go over there and I use that same process, but kind of in reverse. I'm sure that's biology, to go over there and explain to you what it is that I just tried, and, then I give you my opinion on if you should try it or what the thing. That's how it works. And for any of y'all who watch my videos, you know that if I'm adjusting my window just a little bit, there's a little tiny bit of rain coming through. For anyone who watches my videos, if I'm doing it from the truck, well, chances are I grab something on my way home from work or on my way somewhere to with the things, locations, and such. Today's no exception. So, what am I trying for y'all today? Boom! Yeah. There's sprinkles. Sprinkles. This, folks, is, and I'm going to try to get this right because it's not right on my receipt, is the butter pecan Sundae latte. Sure, let's go with that. I know it's some configuration of those words. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called butter pecan, Sundae signature latte or some shit like that. So yes, this is from Dunkin' Donuts. That, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, people seem to enjoy my Dunkin' Donuts reviews. My Mango Nata one did really well, by my standards anyway, which, not great standards, but, standards nonetheless. And I like going to Dunkin' Donuts every so often and getting some stuff, especially if I've had, kind of a rough night at work or something like that, just a little bit of a treat to take the edge off. Last night wasn't too bad, but you can see there's some blue and stuff. There was some cleaning involved, and, the sweatiness, and, oh no, it's coming through on that side. But yeah. So, I stopped off. This was their new item that they had. They got rid of, the cold stout and, the blueberry, matcha latte, which sucks, because I actually really liked both of those. So, we'll see if this, I would imagine it's gonna be good, but, we're going to give it a shot. And yeah, man, it's, because I was thinking about getting the milkshake with their flavor of the month, but the flavor of the month, because it's a Baskin Robbins / Dunkin' Donuts, or Dunkin' Donuts / Baskin Robbins. Yeah, it was like a watermelon sorbet, or something like that. And it was I'm sure it tastes great, but I don't think it would be very good for a milkshake. So, this was my secondary thing. Yay! So let's go ahead and give it a shot. I'll tell you how it goes. Maybe I'll get 50 billion views, and Dunkin' Donuts will go over there and pay me the millions. Maybe it's the butter pecan caramel sundae latte, because I'm getting a lot of caramel flavor. I took a picture of the the title, so at least when I upload the video, I can give it the proper title. Because I'm getting there's sort of a butter pecan-ness to it. Butter pecan, to me, always has sort of an interesting, kind of dry taste to it. Which is, weird to say. But that's kind of how I would describe it in my own head. And it kind of has that a little bit, sort of as the end thing. But mostly what I get from the bulk of it is just a really strong, caramel flavor. Or caramel. yeah, I mean, I'm not getting a lot of butter pecan. Like, I don't think if no one had told me, if I didn't know what the title of it was, I would not be looking for butter pecan. Because I know, I'm trying to find it, and so like I'm finding some of the remnants, but it's not a particularly strong butter pecan flavor, which is kind of disappointing. Even though it is a good drink, I mean, it does actually taste pretty good. But I was hoping for that distinct flavor. And like I said, while it's there, the caramels just kind of sort of overpowers, whatever flavoring they use to do the butter pecan. I mean, yeah. Otherwise, it's a perfectly fine drink. It's, despite the heavy caramel flavor, it's not like sickeningly sweet. It's still got, a decent sort of like undertone of, latte / coffee, whatever. That keeps it from, again, just being too sweet. I think that given like the name and the presentation, you could, if it wasn't coffee oriented, you could probably sort of, look at it as being like, like a kid's drink. It's not. Stop giving your kids coffee. They've got energy to work with, folks. Let them ride that energy as long as they possibly can before introducing them to, copious amounts of caffeine. Yeah, that's Brandon Wenzel child rearing tip of the day. But yeah, I mean, if you can get past the sprinkles and the whipped cream, which, I mean, I don't know why you would, that makes it fun. But if that's not your jam, I don't know why, like, like in my head, there's like this, excuse me. In my head, there's like this weird scenario where, like, some big burly construction worker dude goes over there and, like, gets the order wrong, or for some reason it's the last drink that's available in all of a Dunkin' Donuts, and that's what he has to go with before going back on the work site. If that scenario were to occur, as unlikely as it is, I think big burly construction worker dude could live with this. Because, like I said, it is sweet. It's, definitely its own thing. It's on the end of the coffee stuff that's not trying very hard to be coffee. But at the same time, it's not so ridiculous that, like I said, that, it would just be like a kid's drink or something like that. For me, it works perfectly fine because as a general thing, I'm not a super, like, I'm not into black coffee. If I'm going to have coffee, it needs to have crap in it to make it not taste so much like coffee. This does that. Does it do exactly what it was supposed to do in terms of, the presentation of flavor that I was hoping for? No, but it's still a pretty good drink for what it is. I think between this, the blueberry matcha latte, the chocolate cold stout, and hell, I'll even throw in the mango nata in there. This would definitely be the lowest of the rung for me out of those four that I've tried and reviewed on my show. But it's not bad or anything like that. It's just because it's lacking that butter pecanness that I was hoping for, it actually feels relatively generic. It just feels like, I guess, like a caramel latte, just with some sprinkles and crap on it, which, again, makes it fun. So, would I recommend it? Sure. It's a perfectly fine drink. If you're of the mindset to try this type of drink, try it. There's no reason not to. It probably won't be your favorite drink ever. Could be. Maybe it'll be the most amazing drink ever to you, and it'll go over there and be a completely life-changing event, and you'll go on to become a senator, and then you'll go over there and you'll fight against the system, but then the system will fight back, and then, let's be honest, one day you'll just go missing or some shit like that, and you'll never be seen or heard from again. Yay, politics! Weirdly political in my Dunkin' Donuts review. But yeah, if you're of the mindset to go for it, there's no reason not to. It's a little bit unremarkable. I would imagine there's probably other stuff on the menu you could go for. As like a specialty item, this one would be kind of low for me. But again, it's not bad. So that's my review. So anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off here. Could do 5 things for me oh so quick, even though my hands are a little bit funky. Number 1, if you could go over there, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Number 2, spectacular rest of your week. Number 3, monumental rest of your month. Number 4, if you have a great rest of your year. And number 5, if you could go over there and have yourself a butter pecan-tastic. Butter pecan's pretty good, right? It's like, I mean, it's not my favorite flavor, but it's solid. If you could have that rest of your life, that'd be okay, like a B to B plus, depending on your day. That's where I would put butter pecan as a flavor. 2 last things, folks, if you could. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is always appreciated, though, even if it doesn't always feel like it. I promise it is. But sometimes can't. I know I can't all the time. You know, I try as I might. The immaculate demigod that I am, even I can't be positive all the time. Try not to be an asshole. That's, I think that's usually the minimum bar that I think we should all set for ourselves as a species. You're not always going to succeed at that either, but come on, folks. If you put the effort in, life gets better for everybody. And then the final thing, folks, I want you to do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. You go out there, you're going to learn how to play the xylophone, and then you're going to go over there, and you're going to get so good at the xylophone that when you're over there and you're in some sort of, because you're really good at it, but it's hard to make a living as a xylophonist, I guess, maybe. And you're going to be in an industrial accident, and you're going to be trapped underneath some rubble and stuff. And part of your rib cage is going to be exposed, and it's a bad time. But just off to the side, there's some xylophone sticks. And you're going to keep yourself alive by playing your own rib cage as a xylophone, as I have seen cartoons do plenty of times. So clearly it's scientific fact. And then that way, you'll be able to keep your spirits up so that the paramedics will be able to find you, somehow put your ass back together, and then you'll become super duper famous for being the guy who kept himself alive, or girl, or other, by going over there and keeping yourself alive while playing your rib cages. I'm going to go, folks. Have a great day.